So happy to be here in Klipmuller, 2020, a strange year for all of us, but super stoked to get one competition under the belt and a really good week for the juniors on the PWA Tour.
Yes, and believe it or not, Duncan and myself competed in the 1983 Knokke Hest Belgium World Championships, slalom, course racing and wave sailing against each other.
We were, yeah. Yeah, my claim to fame, I beat Bjørn in one of the races, so it's stuck in the memory bank, that one. I think he went to the wrong boy or something, that's why. He was pretty good. Eric Thiem was the winner, I think, of that event, wasn't
Eric
he?
Thiem was first in that competition, and I was actually second between slalom and course racing. And Jean-Luc Vast actually contacted me a few months ago on Facebook and reminded me of that same one in 1983, if I still remember it. And obviously, in the back of my head is still there.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, the first time you travel away from home, I guess.
I can recall another person that was competing there that's actually still involved in windsurfing, which is Sebastian Wenzel.
Yes.
He's the shaper for
Fanatic. Yeah.
He was competing in that same junior championships.
Yeah.
Then Bernd Hiss from Fehmarn, which has become a giant in kite business, was also competing in that same competition.
Yeah,
well,
I mean,
quite a few others, but still a few guys are involved in the business.
Well, that's right. I mean, that's what we need to start the talent off. You know, is junior World Cups, and you know, like you said, we met there when we were young, and the same thing's happening here in Denmark. This is where, you know, the talent gets to mix with the older guys as well, and that's how you improve.
Yeah, and another thing is a good thing that it's not only under 18, that we have under 13, under 15, under 17 and under 20, so you have more categories, and that would definitely motivate more youth to come to these kind of junior competitions.
That's right. You know, this year's been difficult. I think we've missed Marino Gill for sure from Pozo.
From Pozo you're missing 10 people that wanted to come, but unfortunately they could not because of the situation.
Yeah.
Hopefully next year it's going to be open and normal again.
I could see double the numbers for sure in the youth categories. I think the Fletchit brothers from France also stuck in my mind. You know, watching them last summer in Pozo, those boys were ripping. So hopefully they're still getting plenty of sailing time, and we'll see them come back next year.
Yes.
Challenge your son. He's on another level, I think, this year. He's been training hard. He's getting a bit bigger, and you know, he had I think his second heat in round 3, because he obviously advanced in the repechage system from round 1 to round 3. With a clear victory in round 1, but round 3 he had almost a perfect heat, which is, you know, something that's not easy when you're pushing yourself in a contest heat to sail for 10 minutes without getting wet. You know, landing his back loops, push loops, really nice wave riding, linking turns together. You know, we definitely seeing a talent there, and like Ben said on the live, he's got a good coach, I think.
Thank you very much. No, he's definitely improved a lot. We had a great summer in Pozo and Gran Canaria.
Yeah.
And also there was not so many people out, so lots of waves to catch and lots of jumps to be done.
Yeah, no crowds.
And there's lots of local talent. You have Ponch, you have Marino.
Pon's been a great trainer as well, you know.
Yeah, I mean, he's out there every day. You have Philip in the water most of the days as well, so there's like world-class windsurfers on the water all the time, which helps to improve all the use. And there's a lot of young kids with a lot of talent on the water every single day. And I'm sure next years we're going to see a few more pop out from there.
Sure, and obviously the Moreno twins for the girls' side of it. You know, this year up in Klipmuller we saw the 3 girls that we had here. It was a small fleet, but absolutely ripping. And they all said to me that the Moreno twins have been inspirational in training them. They did the summer camp. So, you know, these things are what's, you know, making the girls improve. Having coaches that are at top level, world champion coaches from Pozo, I think it's helped them enormously.
I agree. There's no point in inventing the wheel twice or 3 times or 4 times. If you have a good coach that can show the express route to improve your skills, then that's the way to go.
That's right. I mean, I think we always realised that without the youth in the sport was going to fade away. And so the Moreno twins, you know, and stars like yourself, having your kids coming into the sport is just going to boost the sport massively, because the other kids, it's like a knock-on effect. The other kids are going to see them and they're going to want to get on the water, and we'll see some, you know, future talent become world champions, I'm sure.
Absolutely. And I think the windsurfing parents are often responsible that the kids don't learn to windsurf because they bring the kids to windsurf center or school too late. My advice is bring them to the windsurf school between 4 and 10 years old and get them on the water in a group with kids in flat water, warm water situation, and just leave them there like if it was a ski school, and just pick them after they're finished with their lessons, and ideally book them for a couple of weeks so they actually learn to windsurf. And then they will stay there forever, and you have a windsurfing family. That's my advice.
Yeah, and see, Klitmøller is fantastic with the cold Hawaii setup. I mean, the kids here, like where I live in Cornwall, where the kids can go surfing in their curriculum, school curriculum, they can actually leave the school and go to the beach and surf as a lesson. Also in Klitmøller here, you know, some of the kids are able to take time off school, the academic side of it, and come down to the beach and learn how to surf, windsurf, paddleboard. You know, I think that's super important for the health of the young kids and, you know, to produce new talent.
In France, for example, since ever, and most of the World Cup windsurf you see in France, they have obligatory either skiing once a week, and also the guys who live in the coastal areas, they have sailing or windsurfing and even kiting nowadays once a week during the school hours as well. And that's why we have so many good French watermen.
Yeah, it's fantastic. You know, I think in France they're really lucky that the federations and the government really push the sailing side. You know, the nautical side of things in France is really big, and they have a lot of clubs on the coast, which is important. Something that in England we don't have so much of. I know Nick Baker, obviously a pro rider from back in the 90s and 2000s. He's pushing hard with his school over there, and you know, training kids, and you know, this is what's important really, and that's why we're here with the juniors.
Pretty clear.
Yeah.
The youth is our future, so get them out there.
Good one, Bjørn. Nice to see you.